So between July 1st and July 31st, you can see we scheduled over 318 appointments, of which we took around 150 calls after disqualifying and show rate. And today I just want to show you exactly how we did this with a little bit of an unorthodox setting framework. So before I even started my marketing agency, I ran an appointment setting agency. What this means is I would go to creators or marketing agencies. I would say, all right, let's take your Instagram page. Let's run ads to it. I would get setters in the inbox to then go ahead and set the appointments in the DMs. And doing this, I managed to hit 25K a month. But in that process, I learned so much about what fundamentally creates an appointment that when I transitioned it over to our coaching business, we didn't need any scripts or frameworks. And simply through training our setters for 1 to 2 weeks, really, we had the ability to then go ahead and achieve crazy results. So what I want to do today is I want to show you exactly how that happened. And the best place to start is by going into what fundamentally makes an appointment happen. So the best way in the equation for actually determining that is going to be the size of the problem plus someone's curiosity equals the likelihood of booking an appointment. So let me repeat that. The size of the problem that they have plus the curiosity that they have you can solve it creates the likelihood of them booking an appointment. So that's the fundamental framework behind all appointments. I'll give you an example. I want to learn how to get fit. Okay, I have a big problem. I'm not fit, I'm out of shape, I'm not eating good. That is the size of my problem. Maybe that's the biggest problem in my life. So it's absolutely 10 out of 10 priority. Then I've got curiosity. Well, what's going to make me curious that someone can actually solve this problem for me? Well, first things first is that they've achieved the result themselves. Second is that I resonate and see myself in them. So, okay, that's amazing. So if I see someone who looks exactly identical to me, same height as me, same complexion as me, same hair as me, he's got maybe some of the same life habits, runs a business as well, and he says, hey, Alex, I'm going to be able to get you fit. Okay, that increases my curiosity because he has resonation and a high likelihood of booking the appointment. And then as a result, I'm most likely going to book an appointment if he contacts me with that offer. I'm a little bit out of shape right now. So in that equation, what you want to do is you want to extrapolate and find, okay, what are the ways with my appointment setters can I actually have this equation repeat and repeat and repeat and position myself as the authority to create resonation and curiosity so that people actually want to book in. And the best way to do that is by the 3 phases of first, being able to ask the right questions, second, being able to relate it back to your company, and then 3, just wrap it up and book the appointment. So the way to do that, first things first, we get on the phone with somebody. What we want to do in order to follow this equation out is first, start off by learning about their business. No, you don't want to go into the personal fluff. That's for the sales call. But fundamentally, you should be holding the frame on your landing pages that people are opting into that, all right, we are going to call you to interview and qualify you to see if you are fit for what we sell. Once you've done that, it should be super simple. You go, hey, how's it been? Just a little opener line. And then from that point, you can dive into, all right, well, what kind of coaching business do you run? Okay, what niche do you service? Let's say we work with marketing agencies. What niche do you service? Okay, what outreach channel do you do? Okay, what problems are you currently facing right now? Where are you trying to get to? And pretty much all we're trying to do is a little strategy called gap selling, where we find a big goal up here that they want to get to, and then we position themselves by asking them pretty much like, okay, you're down here, and then all this free space in between where they want to be and where they are right now is where our vehicle becomes a way of achieving that. So pretty much get their goal, we probe that out of them, and then here is the secret that if you can implement, I guarantee you is going to book so much more appointments for your business. A lot of the time, what setters on the phone will do is they'll just go through the solution. Okay, let's say I have a problem with doing my cold email. That's my biggest problem right now. It's the gap and the reason why I'm not able to achieve success. A lot of setters that I've spoke with and even been contacted by will go ahead and say to me, okay, hey Alex, I'm going to dial in your cold email abilities. I'm going to go ahead, we're going to get you the domains, we're going to get you the deliverability, we're going to tweak this script this way, XYZ, XYZ. And no one is really going after what matters because I already know what needs to be done, right? To go get in shape, I need to work out every day, I need to eat healthy. To fix cold email, I need to have a better deliverability and I need to provoke responses and have a good offer. That's pretty simple. Everyone knows what needs to be done. What matters way more, and this is the secret, this is why you watch this video, is their belief that you can actually achieve that result. So you can tell someone the solution, but they already know it. What they need to know And what they need to believe is that you are fundamentally the person who can help them achieve that. So what the alternative would be is then positioning your company and your story. If you're the founder yourself on the phone, if you have setters, then you want to teach your setters about you and your story so that they can replicate this, but sharing how you solved it. So let's go back to this cold email example. Okay, I'm struggling with cold email. Well, instead of just saying, okay, fix all that stuff, what I would want the setter to say is, all right, well, that's pretty similar to what Michael did to solve this. And let's just say Michael's the founder of that company. This is similar to what Michael did and the situation he was running into. For the longest time, he was struggling with cold email and he couldn't run it. So he didn't even he didn't even try it. He just abandoned it, went to different channels, all this stuff. And really what changed is for over the course of about 12 months, he paid a consultant. He spent over $10,000 on actual cold email learning courses, education, and then through that built up a system that now had the ability to scale his marketing agency to desired result. And as a result, I mean, I'm pretty confident that based on what you're telling me, this could work, but I guess what do you think? And from that point on, that question at the end, so you share the solution to the problem of how the founder themselves solved it, and then you simply ask them, okay, do you think that this would work for your company? Do you think that this would solve your problem? And if they say yes to this question, then you're good. The appointment's booked. Because really, all you have to go from that point and say, all right, well, if you believe that can help, I'd be more than happy to sit you down with the man himself who pretty much built up the system and have him at least talk about and walk away with how to implement it to your company. When would be a good time to do that? And boom, appointment booked. If they say no, okay, that doesn't really sound right. Ask them, okay, well, why? Like, why doesn't it sound right? They give you a reason, because I'm in this niche. Okay, well, I guess what would you say makes that niche different? Oh, yada. And then you just loop it, and then tie the two together. And you just keep looping until they pretty much say, okay, yes, the story that founder gave or that I gave as the setter is going to work for my company. And if they say yes to that question, is the fundamental gap between booking the appointment. So the entire process of booking appointments from top all the way down to bottom is first off, we're going to start by gap selling, finding a place where they want to be, place where they are right now. And then the second phase is going to be, okay, well, in order to get to that, we're going to have to achieve this result. So you want to define the result. Okay, we're going to have a converting cold email system. Okay, we're going to have to do X workout plan. They say, all right, perfect, sounds great. And then the next step is, all right, well, our founder actually had the exact same problem as you, and through a lot of time, sacrifice, effort. You don't want to make him seem like a magic guy who just like got it cracked, boom, go. You want to share the amount of pain that someone had to go through in order to achieve that result so that the person listening thinks, oh, if I work with this guy, I'm missing out on all that pain. So in the example of the cold email, it was, I don't have to pay $10,000. I don't have to spend all 12 months going ahead, sending messages, converting, trying to change it, optimizing, and I can just speak with this guy and he'll give it to me. And I don't even have to like pay him on the call, only if I think it can really help. So that's the second phase. And then the third phase is asking the question to confirm that. All right, well, I actually do think it can help me. And that is all that setting needs to be. I promise you, it is that simple. You don't need any framework. You don't need any scheduled or structured pitch. Your setters simply need to know who you are as the founder to be able to tell your stories to resonate with the prospect. If you are posting content online and attracting people through a personal brand in any way, shape, or form, what that means is that people care about you as the founder and your stories. So they don't want to hear what your company does or how, like whatever its systems, like Scholar says, like they don't really care. All they care about fundamentally is, all right, how did the founder solve this problem? And it's because they're paying for the founder's time. That's why they're buying the product. So from that point on, if you can execute that, all you really need to do is train up your setter teams to know who you are. You spend 30 minutes a day walking through some of your stories, maybe make a doc of all the problems that you've solved that are common with the prospects you're actually speaking with. And if you can do that and you ingrain that in your setter's brain, you can make the transition from going through a script and having your setters read off a script on the phone and kind of being like robots trying to copy all this qualification framework to literally doubling down on why people pay you in the first place, which is because of your personal brand, it's because of your story, and it's because you are you. Once again, it is not the fact that you know the solution. Everyone knows the solution in this day and age. Information is everywhere. It's the fact that you can guarantee that that result is achieved. They know that you can implement it. They know you can do it well. And that is what's going to make people pay you. And if you can double down on that with your setting process, I guarantee you're going to print money, because I did it and so can you. So appreciate it and have a good one.